I'm live. I don't know if this is going to look good. I don't know if this is going to stay live because is it live now? I haven't paid for the bonus internet. I've just sort of logged into the standard internet. Is it live? It is live, I think. If it doesn't stay live, then what I'll do is I'll go offline. I'll pay for the expensive internet, and then I'll come back. But can someone just write in the chat that you can see me and you can hear me and all is well? Just sharing the links around the old social media there. There's the Katana Air, just to prove that I've got it and it's not actually some Photoshop picture. I mean, who would do that? Hey Grunge Kid. Grunge Kid, where are you? Are you in Europe, America? I can see, but the audio is low. Hang on, I should have fixed that. I've got a new mic. More new gear. US. Wonderful. I've got one of these things. I don't know if this is going to work or just crash everything. Everything is new today. Now, has that audio changed? All the audio. Has anything just changed at all? Hey Ronnie, how's it going? Better. Woohoo! Okay, that was surprising. I've got a little shotgun mic. Hopefully that's louder. Hi Steph. I will go and play some stuff and do all those sorts of things. I'm just posting this around the interwebs. If anyone wants to do that for me, that would be great. But I know that some people wanted to see this, so I have to get it around. So, where's my group? Guitar Geek. So I'm currently in Bamberg in Germany, which is very near where Thomann is. And I've spent my day at Thomann and making some videos for them, which has been a lot of fun. And is that the right one? Yes. And now my mum is calling. I'm going to answer that. Hello, Mum.
Hey, alright?
Yeah, I'm live on YouTube at the moment.
Okay.
Look, that's my mum.
Oh,
Yeah, I kind of got to go because I'm live on the channel. But
okay.
love you very much. Yeah.
Love you too.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my mum, and I'm still not managed to share this stuff around. Live. So Thomann is basically a playground for musicians. I should be there next week to see Ola, and I should be there the week after as well to see the Chapman guys, which I can talk about now. Actually, it's now official, but I want to send these links around first. That's on the Facebook page. How do you want to publish this now? Yeah, of course I want to publish it now. Dinners! Dave! How are you? Mate, thank you so much. That's very, very kind of you. I'm actually going to take myself for dinner after this. I'm going to go on a self date. I don't know if that's a thing for you guys, but that's what I'm doing. Firstly, I'm going to play through the Katana. Steph, it would be great. I haven't had it confirmed if I'm there for Ola England yet. And yes, he is the real MVP. The most valuable dinner maker. Right, one more link to share and then I'm done. I will say hi. Is there anyone you don't want me to say hi to, Dave? You know, anyone who you would prefer I didn't mention? Get a cheap girlfriend and you can take her there. Okay. Good. All right. Well, I'll share your love around. 19 people. That's enough to start talking about it. I've got the Boss Katana Air. There's too many katanas out. And first thing is that Boss came to my house to deliver it. He was on his way, Mr. Boss, Jan from Germany, on his way to a music shop in Austria. So he decided to stop by and say hello. Is Henning in this chat? There should be a special button to ban Henning. Not really. I love you, boo. So here is me putting in batteries, and I hope to high heaven that it works. It does. He's not, but he should be. Yeah, message him, Dave. So there's a light on. And this really is not my first playthrough, but my first playthrough alone, some alone time. Max, great to see you. I should have thought this through more. I kind of just went live and didn't really plan it. Hang on, if I pick up my daily ukulele book. Also, here's a question: Am I back to front because I'm on an iPad? Does that mean that is that a left-handed or a right-handed ukulele? Steve Vai style. See, that's an extra. I didn't promise that. Ah, damn. I'm lefty. Why does that? Why does it do that? So in that case, I'm going to be a left-handed backwards man. If you use the front-facing camera, it always does the mirror image flip. Yes, it does. Yeah, that should say music, but it says Kizum. Zob. Okay, the Zob Rar. God, thinking backwards. Thinking forwards is hard enough. Okay, then, well, this is the Fender. I'm Kurt Cobain every day, or at least when I can be. This is the Fender Player Series, the new stuff from Mexico. And play like Hendrix. Yeah, I wish. Hang on, I can do that one. There's been a lot of videos put around on this, and Thomann let me borrow it tonight. Well, I said they let me. I just kind of took it, if I'm honest. And yeah, so if I'm in trouble, then I'm in trouble in the morning. I need to sort this camera out. You mean all this, you've got the Katana and the Fender, and you want to go back to the ukulele? It's a pretty decent piece of kit, actually. Just to briefly go over it, it is a Harley Benton. And I think it's got like a headphone out and an aux in. Odd. But I'm going to test that later. This is not a ukulele video yet. But it does sound cool unplugged, and it sounds great plugged in. I did a video with it through a POG today. And I also had it going through a Fender amp with some the Hoof. Hoof? Yeah, no, hang on. The Hoof 2 fuzz pedal. I'm going to use my shoe to prop up the iPad so you can see me better. How does the Player Series compare to the American Pro Series? Kind of how you'd expect, really. I mean, it's a Mexican, therefore it's kind of cheaper. If you want, I'll run over the specs if you want. How many frets we got? 22 frets. It's a maple neck, but the thing that I love is that it's got a satin back and a gloss fretboard. And it just feels awesome. I mean, I tend to strip and oil my necks, but I won't be doing that to this one because I say this one, I'm not keeping it. But I say I'm not keeping it, maybe I am. No one knows I've got it except you lot. The Amp 1 review. They are not released yet, and I spoke to Thomas, and I will be getting on when they're available. But you've been bugging me about this for ages, and now you're bugging me about the next thing. Gosh, darn it. Right, ukulele out of the way. Let's put that there. I'm going to try and get it so I can get the Katana in shot as well. This is not going well, people. I didn't know you had a. Oh, I did know you had a Katana, Dave. You talk about it all the time. Best amp in the world, according to you. All right, there's kind of some of the Katana. What if I hang on? Does it play like a standard mech? No, it doesn't. What can I say about it? Well, I'll plug it in for a start in a moment. But what I will say is it's got a 2-point trem, and it's got a 2-point trem. It's got Alnico 5 pickups, not the ceramics that were in the other Mexicans, and that's really cool because the Mexican standard, hello James, they were the first thing most people would do was swap out the pickups. In fact, I have one, and that's exactly what I did. Now, with this, it's probably less likely that you need to swap out the pickups. Also, they're staggered just like the fretboard radius. So I think on the standard one is that the B is slightly lower, the pole piece. And this one matches the fretboard radius, which is an obvious thing to do, Fender, and now they've finally done it. What else is new? So we've got the gloss fingerboard, satin neck. It's a one-piece maple, so there's no glued-on fretboard. That's very cool. It's got a synthetic bone nut all the way up there. It's got this, as far as I know, the same tuners as the old ones. Hello, Paul. How's it going, man? Skunk stripe on the back, as you'd expect. This is called this blue. I've got it written down. What's the name of this blue? Anyone know the name of this blue that I'm currently holding in my hands? What's it called? Tide Pool. Tide Pool Blue. Yeah, thanks, Matt. Sonic Grey. That's a good name. No, it's a lovely sunny day here in Germany, and I've got a little light also just there that you can see reflected in the guitar. And I mean, that's a lovely colour. It's coming across more grey than it is. It's more sort of blue, kind of more turquoisey. What else haven't I said? They've moved the volume slightly to a more ergonomic position, apparently. So it's slightly offset. Can you see that? So normally it would be boom, 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 but they've moved this one that way towards the bridge a bit more. And I'm guessing so you can stick out your little pinky finger and do that. Let's take it apart. Do I have a screwdriver with me? Do you know what? I think I have a screwdriver with me. That would be a bit naughty. Let's have a look at the back. That looks like a sort of standard. It looks thicker. I'm not sure what they are normally on the Mexicans, but the trem block in the back there is the thick one. But it still looks like a sort of pot metal thing. Okie dokie. What do I think of it? I've played it a few times and it really plays really well. The sound is... I didn't really check the sound that much. We were doing other stuff. But it sounded good. It didn't noticeably sound worse or better. But I wasn't listening for the sound, honestly. I was just doing for playability. And I know that Fender have moved that knob. I've checked the specs and everything, and I also checked it against another Strat in the shop today. And that's a different place. That's in a different position. Not much of a difference, but it is different. Okay. Let's try and... Is that the same as the Silver Sky, Dave? Does the Silver Sky have the same knob placement as this one? Dave. Talk to me, Dave. Dave, talk to me. I've got dead air. No. Yeah, and also, thank you, Matt, I forgot to mention that the tone also is, as standard, wired to the bridge pickup, finally, which many people do as mods, myself included, because the bridge pickup can be a little bit, what's the word? Shrill. You guys are nuts. Right, I'm going to switch over to the Katana for a minute, because let's do that. Katana Air, very, very light. I played it through on a video with Steve from Boston, and we had a lot of fun playing that. Ice picky, that's the words I was looking for. Thank you, Matt. And a little bit naughty, boss, is that they supplied me with this battery-powered amp that they are marketing as being battery-powered and portable, and they didn't include the batteries. So I brought it to my hotel room, stupidly plugged it in last night, or plugged it in, did that, and couldn't play it because I had no batteries. Now that's my fault for not checking, but also maybe a heads up. It might even say on the box. Hang on, let's investigate that. Right, it says here battery powered. It's backwards to you guys, but it does say battery powered. 6 memories. I'm just looking to see if it says batteries not included anywhere. No, it doesn't. Okay, so if you're going to buy yourself a Katana Air, can you connect it to a cab for maximum volume, Dominic? No, you cannot. Not as in a loudspeaker out. It does have a headphone socket and recording out just here. I know it's rare to get batteries, and I'm pretty dumb to have expected that, but I don't want to take the blame, maybe? Okay, let's run through. Here it is. There's the Strat, and that's how big it is. So if I put it like that, things are measured in how many Strats it takes. There we go. So that's Strat and Air. Okay, so it's very light, extremely light. That handle is nice and strong. This is live, John, and I'm not doing a proper review. I will be doing a proper review, but I'm in the hotel room at the moment, and I'm on my own, so I thought I'd go on YouTube and talk to my friends. The top panel is as you'd expect, apart from the fact that it's backwards on this camera. Sorry about that. It's got the same Katana stuff on it. Yes. Here's the input, but you shouldn't need it because you've got that there. That's the wireless system. And that's the recording headphones out. And I'm just going to plug it in, I think. It does have USB out, so unlike the Mini, you can use it as an audio interface and use it with Boss Tone Studio, so you can load in all your presets, which I will be doing because I do the Katana Tone Tuesdays. I'm going to load those presets into this and see how they sound. But let's kind of put that there for a moment. I haven't read the manual on this, so let's see if it works without me having done anything. There are now batteries in it, I must add. I got some from Lisa. Okay, that clicked in. Let's do that again. There's the Strat. Green light. Green is good. Now, I don't know if I've got to connect that. Oh, no, it's already done. Okay, so that's working. I really should have. If I move that there, hey, there we go. Look at that. So on my top panel here, I've got acoustic, the same as every other Katana. So I'm going to assume that if you're watching this, you know a little bit about the Katana. I'm not going to do the whole thing. I'll do some clean, and I'll do my favorite thing to do, which is the crunch channel. All the effects off except for a little bit of reverb, and then a little tiny smidgen of gain. Sufjan, I think is a great guitar and definitely an improvement on the other Mexicans. I've been told that they've cheaped out on the electronics on this one, so they've done better pickups, but cheaped out on the pots and stuff. I don't know if that makes a difference. So I can't fit me, the Strat, and the Katana in there. How's the whammy bar? I don't have the whammy bar with me. I didn't steal that. But it's a 2-pin trem, and it is floating currently. Can you see that? There. In fact, it's a little bit steep for my liking. The action's really nice. Now, what I will say is that Chris at Thomann did a little setup on this, because out of the box, it was pretty good. The nut was pretty much spot on, pretty much. It's one of the best nuts I've played, and I wouldn't need to change that. But the truss rod needed to be adjusted. There was too much relief, basically. And Chris did that because he's good. Better than good. He's awesome. Doesn't seem as good value as other Katanas. I will agree with you there. That's the main gripe I have. It's currently running at about 425 euros. So I can't tell you what that is in your currency. But whatever it is in your currency, it is rather expensive, considering that the Katana was a budget range amp. How would this stack up against the Classic Vibe Squire? I think this is better than the Classic Vibe currently. Just for the feel of the neck. I was a big fan of the Classic Vibe series, and I still am. But that satin neck with a gloss board is really doing it for me. Regardless, someone asked about the HSH, or the one with the humbucker in. I don't know. Haven't played it, and I can't comment. I can't comment on the quality of the humbucker. But what I will say is that if you want a Strat, then it should have 3 single coils. If you want something that looks like a Strat and plays a bit like a Strat, then have one with a humbucker in it. But you're never going to get that bridge single coil. How are the frets? This has barely been touched. The frets could be cleaner. They could do with a polish. But they're not rough at all. Hello, is that Dylan that's watching right now? Dylan from Hoser? This is $500 in the US. Okay, that's a lot of money. I mean, if you are wanting something that oh, sorry, I'm not allowed to mention your name, Dylan. Really sorry, Dylan from Hoser, that I mentioned Dylan's name, Dylan. Voldemort. It is expensive. I mean, that's not really a great review of the amp, is it? The nut is made of synthetic bone. And Jesse, yes, I am. I'm not currently at Thomann. I'm in a hotel room near Thomann. But yes, I am. I was there today, and I will be there briefly tomorrow. What I will say about this amp is that it's now on half channel volume. Hang on. Half channel volume, half master volume. It's back to front because of this stuff. if you look at the volume of the master and the channel volume, it is halfway, and it's not very loud. I'm being an absolute fool. Hang on. Use the box as an amp stand. There we go. Look at that. Right. The pickups are Alnico 5s, which is an improvement on the ceramic ones that are in the previous Mexicans. So let's try classic. Yes, I need a raise just for figuring out how to put an amp and me on an iPad camera. Now we're getting so much sun that I'm beginning to melt. Hold on. I'm going to be very professional and do what we call in the business as closing the curtain a little bit. Actually, I've just noticed there, that's probably better. The curtains are the same colour as the guitar. Yeah, the THR10 is a great amp. I am going to shoot them out against each other. But I think that's a great sound. I love you too, man that shall not be named, from Hoser. So let's go for something a bit different. What I will say also is that rosewood is better than maple. On a Strat, I have a rosewood Strat, but the new Player Series does not come with rosewood. It's Palfero, I believe. Someone sort of correct me on that if I'm wrong. But surely on a Strat you want maple. I don't know, that's what I did love about the classic Vibe series. Thank you, Cheddar Kong Power, Dave. Palfero is better than maple. This is Studio Ibis, yeah, and room next number to me is probably not there because no one's banging on the wall at the moment. Let's do, okay, someone give me a suggestion of a setting you want to hear on the amp, rather than me choose something arbitrary. What do you want to hear? And not a song, don't request a song, there's no way that I could possibly learn that. Superstition settings. Add some chorus. All right, let's do add some chorus first because that's nice and easy. I don't know if I can do that without the app. Right, now would be a good point to put the guitar down, take up my Android phone, and connect it via Bluetooth and see what this app does. I just played some Yngwie. You missed it. Right, so there's the Katana Air app somewhere there, and got to turn on my Bluetooth. Available devices: Bluetooth on the amp, Katana Air MIDI. Wowee. Okay, apparently now I'm connected. So Bluetooth MIDI. Select the device to connect in the box down below. The metronome? What does that mean? Okay. It's doing things. Well, if you want to hear the amp with humbuckers, you're going to have to watch a different live stream. Connect. Wrong device. I don't know if Boss have actually fit. Katana Air MIDI. There we go. Right, I just made a mistake on that app. There we go. So that is my backwards Katana Air. Let's see if I can. Hang on. So we've got I'm sorry for this being backwards. And yes, it is a poly finish on the neck, not nitro, so it won't relic. So that's really nice. Can I show that? Just sort of doing the volume like that. That feels good. And then changing the amp channel. Ah, DL. DL is my favorite. I can't say crunch backwards. All right, so I'm on the crunch channel. Let's change it to brown just to go crazy. Dave, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for joining us, and thank you so much for the 10 euros. $10. That's coming at 8.6 euros. Thank you for the $10. That was a lovely gesture. I can buy myself dinner now. So yeah, it does connect and it does work. I love the way it does that. So look at that. Whee! That's really cool. Because I'm from the generation before there were touchscreen phones, or one of those generations. There's a tuner in the app. Look. It's picking up the signal from the amp, not the microphone. Look, I've got the guitar turned off. I turn it on. Hey Emery, nice to see you. We're just discovering the Katana Air and the classic player Fender Mexico. So I'm just going to turn that down to clean because I like tuners that mute. I've just exited the app. Sorry, doctor. And I've exited the app and it's all gone wrong. All my fault, unsurprisingly. But I kind of want to blame the doctor. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I've exited it again. I want to say that this is not an app problem or anything like that. It is just me being a complete fool. And my phone is on the bed there. Doesn't make for great video. Right. Katana Air MIDI. Done. And Katana Air MIDI. Done. Okay. And someone wanted chorus, and I've gone a really long way around that. But effects, edit. So, hang on. Let's look through this together. Hi, I'm the Guitar Geek. This is app editing with the boss, Katana Air. So it's exactly the same as on the Tone Studio from like the PC or the Mac. It's got the same options. There we go, chorus. I want chorus. So chorus is green. And how does one do that? That's on mod. There, so we go boom. Onto mod. Okay, let me just show you how I did that. It's off. And then we go that onto modulation. And then you've got green, red, and orange. I'm going to go for green, which is currently the chorus. I'm going to go back to I'm going to use the amp controls for that, it's just easier. This is a discovery. It's not my equipment. It's something that I've just been given. It's a bit quiet. bit out of tune. Nicked it is a strong word. I took it and didn't give them an opportunity to say no. I'm just playing the Hendrix chord tonight. What can I play with a bit of chorus on it? Let's have a bit of reverb as well, just for some ambiance. The master doesn't seem to do much. Scale practicing. All right. That is starting to sound really good. I don't know how it's coming across to you guys. I've got an iPad with a Shure MV88. I think it's like a little shotgun mic. Now it's too loud. Yeah. All right. So let's. I haven't done much playing really. I'm not no good playing yet. The app is brilliant. Wow. That's a noise for me being excited. Where is it? There. You can tap tempo stuff. Not the best thing to look at backwards. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised with the sound of the Katana Air. Is it still the case that when you plug it in, it gets louder? Does anyone know? I heard that it was at 20 watts on batteries and 30 watts when you plug it in. Is that true, or have I just made that up? Anyone know the answer to that? What does this button do? It's got like a magic wand. Oh! Hey, that's pretty good. I've got effects. Wow. Oh. What size speakers? They are that big. That's how big they are. In fact, the closer I get, the bigger the speakers get. I don't know. Let's say 4-inch. What's that? About 10 inches? No. Hey, Steve! Steve, this is our Katana. I got it back. Oh no, it's not our Katana. Our Katana failed. And this is a new one. I heard that it's 20 watts with batteries and 30 watts when you plug it in. So, let's plug it in. Now, this is me untangling a cable. Someone asked me how Bamberg was. It is absolutely gorgeous. It is one of the most beautiful German places I've ever been. I've been to a fair few places in Germany. And this is... Steve! Yeah, you got the 100 today, I saw on Facebook, I want to say. And Jesse thinks I'm right, but Bamberg is absolutely gorgeous. It was one of the few places not destroyed or damaged by the Second World War, or any other war for that matter. It is lovely. The people here are really nice, and Dylan's filling us in there. Yeah, if you're going to come to Germany and come anywhere near here, I would recommend that you visit Bamberg. And also, Thoman's just down the road, so there's another reason to go. So I've just plugged that in. Look at that. Weird European cables. In case you're wondering, it's a wart thing there with an inline thing and a thing. I've plugged it in without plugging it into the wall, which means I've now lost power. I don't know if this cable is going to be long enough. Yes, it is. All right, we're now running on German electricity, which I've heard is the most efficient electricity in the world. So, did you want some finger picking? I mean, for those of you who are part of my channel, you know that I'm a big fan of the Katana, and I didn't want to like this that much because I'm kind of tired of liking Katana things. I want to like something else, but it's really good. That's just a good, almost clean sound. No, Jesse, what? What have I done? What have I done wrong? What is the matter? So that's now, I'm just using my phone, connecting the old app there. Whoops, sorry, broke the Strat. Neck pickup, please. That was the neck pickup. Doing requests today. Anybody want a specific tone setting on the Strat? Like a little bit of 8? Let's go for a little bit of 8. In fact, let's go back. Let's move you over. Or did we discover if that was louder? Did that sound louder to you guys? I hear you. Okay, that's the same volume. Nothing's changed. But what was cool was that the amp didn't like sort of reset or anything, and also the Bluetooth was still working the whole way through that. Can I plug it in? Okay, if you plug the mains in, it has a little bit of a fit. That was clipping. Thanks, Doctor. And yeah, I'm going to go through that in a moment, Timothy. But I just wanted to see if that was any louder with the mains. In this hotel room, I'm not going to be able to tell the difference, so I will leave it unplugged. Okay, here we go. I've got a little menu here that's telling me stuff. Let's bring that over. Let's talk about this Strat for a moment. I've said this a few times, but I'll go back to it. The tone, one of these is connected to the bridge pickup, which is not a standard Strat setting. So let's find out which one does what. So that's neck. Hang on, pick it up a bit. There we go. Can't hold it, and there we go. So that is our neck. Middle should be the same. And then this one is on the bridge. Okay, so that's really cool. The yes, Steve, this is the new player for Mexico, player series. I stole it from Thomann this evening. So this one does bridge, as most modders do, and this one does neck and middle, as most modders do. They've also moved the volume slightly to be more ergonomically pleasing. Can you see it's slightly offset? Slightly, like there's not much in it, but it is different. But I've got a really long little finger, so it doesn't make much difference for me. The good news, Steve, is that on the Strat, this little doofer plugs in without any issues. What else can I say? Gloss fretboard, satin neck. It's the same color as my curtains. I'm going to prove that to you now. There's my curtains. There's the Strat. Look at that. So the age-old question is, does the Strat match the curtains? The answer is yes. I think it's a really nice guitar. There is no issue at all with the frets being sort of sprouting out the edge. They could be a bit cleaner, but you know, every kind of guitar needs a little bit of a clean. I like mine polishy. How does it sound on the top bunk? Let's find out. Can you still see me? That's my hand there. No, you can't really see me. Hang on, I'll use the guitar to push the iPad. There. Oh, this was worth it. This was definitely... This is the best content YouTube has ever seen. Can I do that? And then... That. Oh no, I've gone too far. I've gone too far the other way. Hang on. I can kind of do this. Oh, turn it on. Oh, it's really heavy. It sounds good. To answer that, Dylan from Hoser, it sounds good. From that one little adventure on the top bunk. This was more work than I thought it would be. So, you're welcome. Anything for you, mate. I will notice that I'm not currently using a Hoser cable, but I'm not using any cable of any kind. So, are we still friends? Is that still okay? I hope so. What else? Yeah, I mean, I've kind of covered with my terrible playing much about the guitar. What I will say is that, can I get you a wife that can make you a coffee? I don't know. I think that these are better than the standard Mexicans that we had before. Apparently they've checked out on the pots and everything. I'm not noticing that much of a difference. Someone said that the roll-off was stop playing that chord. Bit of, yeah. And the 2-point trem. I'm a big fan of the 2-point trem. I think it's an advancement in technology and design, and why not? Oh, still on top bunk mode. Yeah, that's right, dude. I think I am using this cable here, but in a few days I should be using some Hoser cables. Well, any questions? Any questions at all that I can answer before I go and buy myself dinner? Because I'm getting mighty hungry now. It's now 20 to 9 at night, which is not a good time to eat dinner. And it's going to take me 20 minutes to walk to the nearest falafel shop. So, kind of coming to the end of my stream here. Does anyone have any questions? Do I still love it? Hey, Public Scrutiny. Nice to see you. What's for dinner? Steve, I will let you decide what shall I eat for dinner, Steve? Tell me. I'm in Bamberg. You've been here. What would you say is good? The Strat is 660 euros, something like that. 600 something. Clams Casino. Is that actually a real place? Shall I Google it while we're doing this? Hang on. Where's my old Google Maps? That's a good question, Poo Ninja, who has got my favourite username in the past stuff. Did I see the Boss wireless adapters? No, I did not, but I am getting some soon. They are being sent to my place. I'm really sorry, Hoser Cables. I'm using a Sommer Thomann cable. Let's see if you can. Well, you wouldn't get it there. Okay. Hang on. I've got a ukulele just hiding here. Just, that's what you do, is you have just released Strat, an unreleased amp, and an electric ukulele, because that's how I roll. Can you use the wireless system and the input jack at the same time? Or which one takes preference? Okay, so that is now, it is not an Ortega, it's a Harley Benton. Okay, so that's now wired. There we go. Okay, really nice. And now the Strat doesn't work. The green light's still on. Okay, so as soon as you plug in that cable, the wireless unit cuts out. There we go. Does that answer your question, Poo Ninja? You cannot use the wireless system and the input at the same time. Did I get to check out the Harley Benton Pro Fusion guitars? Yes, I did. I am from Gloucestershire. You're welcome. Yes, it is. Not giggable loud. But I'm on there at the moment. Look. The quality of the player series, I think I've said that a few times, but I will do it again. Make the uke gent. That is a good idea. So, okay then, suggested gent settings. Does it take overdrive pedals? I don't know. I don't have you with me. What's the suggested gent setting? Do I think the amp is worth buying? I think the amp is expensive. I think it is a luxury product, like a lifestyle product. I think it's really cool. I think it sounds great. And I think it's very, very portable. And hey, Jordan, cables are now obsolete. That's correct. So any company that wants to sell those things are doing the wrong thing. Wikiki gentleman. I want to make this ukulele gent, and I'm not very much of a gentleman, but I do enjoy a good pretending to be a genter. I'm going wireless uke. It's the future, people. Whoa. So, give me some gent settings. What should I do? You tell me, guys. Who suggested genting? Katana Air. I'm just going onto the old app here. Look at that for a phone case. Don't get many of those to the dozen. Katana Air MIDI. I'm very impressed with the app. So, public scrutiny. What do you want for a gent setting on the old Katana? I've instantly gone for the brown channel, but that's probably not compressed. Okay. Gain on forwards, booster. Gain on which channel, Riley? Okay, let's sort this out. Which channel should I go for? Acoustic, clean, crunch, lead, or brown? I am going to tune this down somehow. So we're on brown. Okay, brown, crunch, brown. Gain on about 6. Okay, yeah, it's about 6. What are we looking at EQ, people? But which boost, Steph? Which boost? Steph, are you actually Steve that we met and I signed your guitar? Katana boost, yeah, I know, but there's like 6 boosts or 20 boosts built in. Is that ooh 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 ting tang walla walla bing bang? All right, okay, these are the things I've got: blues drive, overdrive, T scream, turbo OD, distortion, rat, gov DS, um, distortion plus, metal zone, 60s fuzz, muff fuzz, T scream. Okay. I will try and put a backing track through it, and I will try and play that backing track. Tune your guitar. It's a ukulele. So tube screamer, I've got brown tube, and then any more suggested? Dime it, then roll back trebs. Metal zone. All right, hang on. Ah, nice to see you. It's not getting there, guys. Let's turn that reverb off. I'm going to just go for something that I would use. Just feeding back like a biatch. Short delay. Same to you. Tappity tap. Now, I think you'll agree that sounds amazing. Probably some of the best playing I've ever done. Definitely some of the best content ever released on YouTube. I did tune down. I've already tuned down like loads. Alright, I've had enough of that now. I've got to tune the flipping uke. It did, didn't it? Fried gold was that. Someone's asked me to put a backing track on there and play along with it. Okay. I don't have any backing tracks stored on this phone, but I don't think you can play. I don't think you can play along with a backing track and control the amp at the same time. That was brought up by someone. This app is amazing. System. Guitar wireless. Status. This is great. Top marks to Boss for this app, even though I keep pressing the wrong buttons. And that's my bad. They've done a good job. I'm glad they waited, because they promised me this amp for quite a while. And I had to wait. And I keep exiting the app. I have trouble saying app and amp in the same sentence. Talk more about the Boss WT Wireless. Okay. It is the quickest, as in least latency wireless system ever to be released, apparently. So it's 2 milliseconds rather than the average, which is about 10. You can run 14 units at the same time, which again I think is more than ever before. And if you do that, it starts increasing the latency up to about 20 milliseconds, I think. I don't work for Boss. I do enjoy the Katana. I do think it's a great series of amps. I don't know much about the GT series, the WT series, because they haven't given me one yet. Yeah, I just want to see if I can play along with a track. It doesn't look like you can, so I've got a Spotify account. Does it take regular overdrive pedals? I don't know. I will do this on the full review that I do. Sorry, just trying to connect to this thing with several apps open at the same time. It doesn't want to do it. Please test the clean without effects. I did that already, I believe. But let's just do that for you now while my Spotify is loading. It's hard being a one-man team, you know? So I don't know if this is going to get demonetized now, if that's the thing that happens. What am I trying to do? Some clean. Okay. Clean. Boost off, that's important. I'm going to boost some bass because even though we're on a shotgun mic here, it does play quite nicely. Here's some. Is that the acoustic? That's the clean channel. Okay, I didn't like that with that bass boosted. Let's bang it up a little bit. Nice. It's not Fender clean. That's the middle pickup. Let's try with a little bit of something. I think that's really nice. It doesn't sound like a practice amp, let me put it that way. And it's facing away from me. It doesn't sound like a practice amp at all. I will do a more in-depth video. Try another bridge pickup. All right. Hey, Mike. It doesn't sound rubbish. I think if you're using this with the wireless system, it would be great. Although you might just want to get the new Boss wireless system or any other wireless system and plug that in. If you're looking for portability, then yeah, if you've got the money, it's great. I think it's a great sound. I cannot crank the amp up to 10 because I'm in a hotel room and we did it at about 6 earlier. You're welcome, Mike. And it was distorting the mic, the shotgun mic that's plugged into the iPad. So I can't turn it up anymore. I heard a door open. No, I'm okay. I thought I was going to get a knock at the door then. Right, I'm going to end this, gentlemen. and ladies, if there are any. That's a sort of another sneaky look at the Boss Katana Air and the new Player series from Fender. I will do a full video on at least the Air, probably the Player series as well. What can I say about it? I can say that I think that this amp is great sound-wise. I think it's great portability-wise. It's really cool, and people are saying, why? Why is this? Why do you need that? Why? Imagine if I was now plugged into this running a cable, it would be falling over and tipping up. There's a time and a place for cables, and that's when you want a good sound. When you want a good sound, you want a studio sound or something like that, plug in a cable. If you're just using something for ease of use and convenience, then that's fine. You can load the presets in it. I'm going to check my current Katana Tone Tuesday presets against it. I've got it for about a week, and then I've got to give it back. I'm going to test it in various different situations. I'm going to do some busking with it. I'm going to do that backing track thing. Damn it. I'm going to do that. I'm not pandering, but I am aware that you're watching, Dylan, and I wouldn't use this for recording, and I wouldn't use that for demoing, my videos on YouTube. But the convenience of having that is phenomenal, because I have children, and I can place that. If I'm in my living room, my girlfriend would be fine with that hidden away somewhere on a cupboard. And then I just want to play. This thing also is, when you plug it in, it needs a signal, but also when you leave the guitar, it's got that thing that a phone has that begins with A that I can't remember, when it knows which direction your phone is. Accelerometer, I believe. And when you stop moving the guitar, it'll do it. Mike, you're a gentleman and a scholar. Mike is a top bloke. So Steve, then yeah, do it. Yeah, so it has an accelerometer that it knows that your guitar's not moving after a certain while, so it all turns off, and then when you pick up the guitar again, it all switches back on again. That's a convenience product that really rocks, and I can see that having a place in my setup. As for the Player Series guitar, it's brilliant. I haven't really tested the tones yet, but as a playing guitar, which is almost to me more important than anything, because I can mod a guitar and I can make it sound like how I want it to sound, as it comes out of the box, and with a little bit of tweaking to that truss rod, it is a great guitar at a great price. And I kind of like the colour. The colour is growing on me. Again, it's more grey on this there. If I do that, that's more of the colour that I'm seeing. Yeah, that's kind of still slightly too grey. But anyway, I could bollock on all night, but someone's going to take me for dinner, and that someone's going to be me. So thanks for joining me tonight. I hope you enjoyed some of my ramblings, and it was really cool hanging out with you guys. It's nice to converse with you in real time, because I spend so much time commenting and commenting back. And Dylan, thank you so much for being here. It's great to know that companies have real people working for them, and you're all right, basically. You're welcome. I might be at Thomann again. Tuned in. You've just tuned in. Amp is good. Guitar is good. There's more to it than that. Watch the rest of the video. I'm going to go offline now. I am going to Berlin tomorrow, so if anyone is in Berlin tomorrow, there's a thing called the Fête de la Musique, which is a street music festival kind of thing. I'm going to be working with Thomann, taking 100 ukuleles, which we will be giving away some of. Max, you are in Berlin, I forgot that. Max, come and see me tomorrow. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are. One final thing I'll ask of you, what should I eat for dinner tonight? Give me some suggestions. Because there's a kebab shop just down the road and I feel like being lazy and just popping down there and getting something. But I should really see Bamberg. Spaghetti. Spaghetti is one of my favourite foods. A little bit of Guitar Geek behind the scenes knowledge for you there. Anything else? I mean, I'm happy. Mike's gone straight in for the goal there. Nobody cares what the Guitar Geek eats. Cheese noodles with meat stuff. Cheese noodles. Spätzle. Spaghetti is life. I can't turn the amp off now. Rauchbier. Okay. I know it well. It's a smoked beer. Käsespätzle mit Hacksbraten. Okay. I can do that. That is doable. I'm going to sign off once more by saying thanks to you and thanks to me and thanks to everybody. Keep buying guitar stuff because that's what keeps this stuff working, isn't it? I don't want to go really. I'm having a lot of fun hanging out with you guys. But I must. I'm going to play you out with a ukulele song. Oh no, I detuned it. Okay. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. I've got to learn all these songs. Right, 600. It might be expensive, Vic, but it's really good. And that generally is what happens with good products. You have to pay for them. Speak to you soon. I'm away. I will leave you with this. Can I actually play that? No. Oh, I'll go black and white then. Now oh! That's my shoe. I can't turn it off. How do I stop streaming? There. Bye-bye.